Welcome back to the whole series for the very last time. It's Champions League final time against Real Madrid. If you missed today's earlier FA Cup final that went live at midday, then check the channel page for that first to avoid any spoilers later on in this video, because of course as we move the way through the video the result will get spoiled at some point. So you can see actually there's a battle within the war here. Christian Pulisic, Lautaro Martinez and Vinicius Junior all going for the golden boot in this competition, all on 8 goals with 1 game to play. As we start the episode, I'd like to say thank you to Martin for joining the Patreon. Very much appreciate that support, my man. Thank you very much indeed. If you want to have a look at the Patreon and the various different tiers, then there's a link in the description. But we're going to concentrate on getting a good performance here against Real Madrid. That ding in the background was the FA Cup final finishing rendering, so I can now go and upload that whilst I continue on recording the Champions League final. I am hoping that we can... Spoilers. Add to the FA Cup final trophy that we won earlier today. With a 2-0 scoreline at Wembley that came late on, we were able to win that cup final at Wembley's. And hopefully we can add to it here with the Champions League win as well. Where is the game being played? At the Estadio Metropolitano, so actually in Madrid. So even though it's not at home for Real, it's still certainly a more familiar scenario. You can see their starting lineup there on the right-hand side. Tavares that we sold to them at right back. Akanji, Longley and Mendy. Longley, another rival player playing for a rival club after going via someone else. Phil Foden, Martin Odegaard and Valverde in the midfield 3 for them, with Christian Pulisic on the right, Vinicius on the left and Rainier through the middle. Strong Real Madrid side. We're at full strength, other than, of course, unfortunately, missing James Maddison. Now, I mentioned in the FA Cup final video earlier on today that I would be revealing what the new series is going to be in this video. And rather than keep you waiting and try and long it out until the end of the episode, or have people skip to the end to try and find out and ruin the video for themselves, or, you know, almost encourage them to not watch the video, I can officially reveal that the new series will require you to grab your bucket, your spade, your suntan as we head to Spain. Mallorca is our destination. We're going on a summer holiday for a Road to Glory. A Spanish second division Road to Glory with Mallorca will be the new series. I'll show the thumbnail on screen now. And you can see that is what you're going to have to be looking out for in your sub box. You can see the sandcastle and the palm tree, and of course the Mallorca logo in the top right, acting like the sun with the rays shining off it, as we try and bring some joy to the island of Mallorca, and hopefully some joy to a Spanish RTG, something that I've not done for a very long time. If really ever, we did briefly try something at Real Oviedo a few years ago, and it wasn't that popular, nor did it go that well. So I'm hoping to rectify that with this Mallorca save. Hopefully you guys are going to look forward to it. Hopefully you guys will show it some good support as well, and it won't be another flop, because I certainly could do without another flop series on the channel, to be honest, because, well, it's early year CPM and views are already down, so I kind of need this Mallorca series to go well, so I'd really appreciate your support on it, boys, if you could. I'm not yet sure when it will start. It will probably be at the weekend, either Sunday or perhaps even at the beginning of next week on the Monday. I haven't yet decided, but there will be a couple-day break on the channel, but streams will be continuing, and tonight, in fact, over on Twitch will be the FM Streamer Showdown again. The draft tonight with a Premier League special Streamer Showdown. I'm going to be involved again on stream. Draft tonight, the league system on Saturday night, and then the knockout tournament on Sunday. So do follow the link in the description to my Twitch channel and join me over there. I'll be live again tomorrow, pretty much all day really, with the Cambridge United save as well. So hopefully I'll see you on stream at some point over the next few days. Hopefully I'll see you in the RCD Mallorca save as well. But for now, hopefully we see ourselves Champions League winners against the side we might be seeing hopefully should be seeing a hell of a lot more of over the next few weeks. Real Madrid. Let's get it done at the Estadio Metropolitano. We've won here before in the round of 16 against Atletico Madrid. Let's go and do it again. Oh, actually, predictions. Make sure you drop the video a like, by the way. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on anything else. And predictions. I'm going to say 1-1 after extra time and Hull on penalties. They have a very strong team, but it's a team that I think is probably going to match me in 90 minutes. Probably going to match me after 120, and I'll have to rely on the lottery of penalties to win the Champions League, just like we did in the Community Shield at the very beginning of the season. Let's get it done. Having already played here once before this year and getting a positive result against a Spanish side, in fact 2 Spanish sides, we've played Barcelona in this run to the final as well, of course. We've played all 3 big Spanish teams on the way to, well, hopefully a Champions League victory. Atletico Madrid in the round of 16, Barcelona in the quarterfinals, and then more familiar Tottenham Hotspur in the semis. Oh, it's a lovely through ball, and Foden has the first chance of the game, but it's well saved by Andre Anana. Foden played through. Ødegaard will take the corner. He's on loan at Arsenal in real life, of course. Can we win this header? Wilkes does well and gets it away from danger. Real Madrid probably, judging by the starting lineups, the biggest test of the 3 that we've played from Spain so far. And probably the biggest test we've had of everybody we've played in the Champions League so far this season. Their 11 is probably better than Tottenham's. Certainly better than Barcelona and Atletico Madrid's. And I can't even recall who we had in our group stage. Was it Bayer Leverkusen and a couple of other random teams that weren't really that good? So, rather fittingly, it is to be the most difficult game against the biggest side with the most difficult 11 in the final, as it should be. Unlike the FA Cup final, where Watford, even though we made a meal of it, certainly weren't the biggest side we played in our run through to the final. I'm kind of hoping that we can run Tavares ragged on the other side, but we could through Curtis Jones, the man who's only in the team because James Maddison is injured, get ourselves a 1-0 lead at the Estadio Metropolitano, and we have done. Buried into the back of the net. Tavares at right back, not involved on this occasion, but I am hoping that Keane Lewis Potter can have a bit of a field day against him, as we know that he loves to drive forward and get up there in attack. But it's actually on the other side, in behind Ferland Mendy, drives Curtis Jones, and into the back of the net, he drives the ball. We lead by a 1-0 in Spain. Valverde with a ping out to Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's just too quick. Just far too quick. Thankfully, Stey's in the way of his pass, and it's loose from me trying to find Keane Lewis Potter on the far side. Ferland Mendy is a long way out of position. Garcia Villa just play it safer on this occasion and make sure that we can get the ball away. And if Ferland Mendy's going to drive forward as well, then maybe we could have some luck in behind both wing-backs for Real Madrid. Longlay's not going to be able to deal with the pace of Charlie Barnett. You can see Malik Wilkes just waiting on the edge of the box. Lautaro! It's Hull 2, Real Madrid 0. On the counter, in behind the other left-back. The other wing-back. There's only one left-back. It's Ferland Mendy, who's been caught positionally unawares twice now. When I hoped it would be Tavares that we could get the better of on his own. Terrible marking in the middle where the centre-backs are going. Just leaving the joint top goal scorer in the competition on his own on the edge of the 6-yard box. Criminal from Real Madrid. And we steal a 2-0 lead. And that's his 9th goal of the tournament. And he is now outright the top goal scorer of this competition. Mendy into Valverde. Running Foden. Keep him off his left. Well done, Garcia Villa. Good footwork from Keane Lewis Potter. Get away from Tavares. Have to play that inside. He tried to get there, the defender, and couldn't. Barnett going to use the support here. Oh, but it's a heavy touch from Sangare, and he just can't get it under control properly. Pulisic with a quick ball across here to Ødegaard, and it's actually my right back that's out of position. Vinicius. Oh no, Rainier's stolen it off. Garcia Villa, he may well hold his head in his hands. He can't believe it. I can't believe it. Real Madrid back in it. Garcia Villa. First Sangare couldn't get it under control. Then Garcia Villa got his feet all in a muddle. And Real Madrid are right back in the game. Lovely ball by Odegaard through to Vinicius. I thought he was going to go of his own and fire intercepts, but then Rainier just takes it off him and buries it in the bottom corner. There's not really much he could have done about that, to be fair. Lovely finish as well, away from the keeper the whole time, into the very bottom corner. And Real Madrid are making a game of it. I said 1-1. Well, in the opening 38 minutes, we've already had more goals than that. It's 2-1 Hull City. Martin Odegaard, Valverde, into Phil Foden, Christian Pulisic, back to Tavares, Rainier, couldn't get there with Sangare, Foden, Pulisic, Tavares. Where's he going to go? Nicely intercepted by Elder twice, but still Real Madrid have the ball and still they come forward. Pulisic and Foden, and Tavares is offside, thankfully. Christian Pulisic there, so we'll take our 2-1 lead in at half-time. But the fact that Real Madrid have pulled one back here means that it's going to be a very tense second half. Foden out to Kubo, who's on at half-time for Christian Pulisic. So not resting on their laurels here, Real Madrid, and presuming that the team that started can get them back in the game properly, making changes and altering things around. Kubo does well to get all the way away from me there. Rainier brings this down and under control. I'm not sure who else they've got as a potential striker, Real Madrid. Kubo is tearing me apart though. Thankfully, Joao Cancelo wins the header, but will Rainier get to the loose ball? He will. Here's Valverde to Ferland Mendy. He's got the pace to get away from Alec Wilkes and stands up towards the back post where Ananu will come and tip away. And Lewis Potter will look to race away from Phil Foden, who's not slow in a straight line, but won't have the pace of King Lewis Potter, that's for sure. Sangare, need better footwork from him this time, and we get it. And I'll play this harder so that it reaches Joao Cancelo, and then I'll look for Lautaro in the middle if he can throw himself towards that. Wasn't the best of crosses, and Akanji deals with it, but we will have the corner as another change. Phil Foden off, Mason Mount on for Real Madrid. Okay, Curtis Jones with the delivery. Oh, King Lewis Potter was underneath that. We'll leave that. We'll have another corner. Maybe we'll put Curtis Jones in the middle, actually, considering he's a taller player, and King Lewis Potter, the shorter, can whip this in himself. And he'll look for Sturyu. It's Rainier that wins the header and knocks it down calmly to Valverde. And now on the counter-attack, here come Real Madrid. Rainier back to Valverde. An hour played here. We were still 0-0 in the FA Cup final at this stage. It's 2-1 here still in the Champions League final. Can I win that back with Sturyu? We've done well. They're looking to press now, Real Madrid. But that, I hope, won't work for them. Wilkes has done well. Cancelo, can he find Lewis Potter at the back post? He certainly will! Oh my God! How? Timo! How? I hit it with such power. Oh, it's just a reactionary throw up of the left arm. What a save to keep Real Madrid in the game. Outrageous. Lautaro could have been underneath that. Vinicius Junior was. Elder's, well, done well enough, but then ended up in a bit of a heap. And Real Madrid will look to come forward again. And Takefusa Kubo is very fast, and I can't push too high up with Elder for risk of getting caught in behind by the Japanese. Rainier looking to squeeze it through, but Sturry's in the way. Jones forward to Barnett, looking for Lautaro. Runners again. Poke that through for Alec Wilkes. I couldn't quite get the pass off. And now here come Real Madrid. I'm not going to catch Vinicius Junior. Garcia Valle is going to try and head him off at the pass. Do I close the man down? Do I go for the... Oh! Do I go to try and block the shot? I thought he was going to play it to the man in the middle. I didn't even see Kubo coming on the right-hand side, but apparently a stroke of managerial genius from Zinedine Zidane, and Real Madrid are level at 2-2 in this Champions League final. I thought it'd be a draw at 1-1 to take it to extra time. It could be a draw at 2-2. Some Real Madrid fans apparently not that fussed with celebrating. I mean, I imagined he'd pass it to number 18 in the middle there, Rainier, but Kubo's gotten in behind Callum Elder there and just tucks that home. In fact, it almost looks like it came off Elder as an own goal, but it certainly came off Onana, and for a moment I thought he kept it out in such a remarkable fashion as Courtois at the other end, but unfortunately not. It is to be a 2-2 scoreline here, and actually I should probably think about making some changes, shouldn't I? Oh, do I hold off until extra time? They are in the ascendancy here, Real Madrid. Curtis Jones will take off for Rob Wallace. Do I... My front four is so good. I don't really want to take any of them off at this moment in time. Real Madrid, from 2-0 down, find themselves level again. and we have to go again to try and get ourselves back in front. But we also have to ensure that we don't end up conceding a third with the momentum being with them and end up losing this Champions League final. Valverde over the top. Tavares forward, onside. Could find a teammate if he can cross it. It's going to be tough. Finds Mason Mount there short. He stands it up into the middle. Stir you away. Get to that first, please. Win the header. Barnett crumpled to the floor underneath the challenge from the defender. Ferland Mendy out to Martin Odegaard. Out to Vinicius Junior. Question of offside. Nothing given. Ferland Mendy into Valverde. Back out wide again to the left. Vinicius could cross here, though he's probably going to try and look for something short in support. Odegaard and Ferland Mendy back to Vinicius Junior, who is offside this time. 8 minutes to go as my change now comes through. Can we win it dramatically late on here against Real Madrid in the capital of Spain against the biggest team in Spain and arguably the biggest team in the entire world? Vinicius played in. If a team scores now, it's going to be the winner. Vinicius just waits for support and slows things up. Here's Rainier. Odegaard. Valverde. Well, blocked by Stay. Will it fall for a Real Madrid man? It won't. Joao Cancelo will just run with it to ensure that it gets away rather than risk playing a dodgy pass. Wallace. Sangare. Oh, misplaced by Sangare. Come on, Ibrahima. Don't let me down. Don't let Real Madrid win it in stoppage time now. Tavares with the delivery. Onana, please. Wilkes away. It is looking like it's going to be extra time. It will be an extra 30 minutes at the Estadio Metropolitano. We will have to play to 120. It's 2-2 at 90 mins. God, Christ, this has been a tight game. Barnett swept out wide to Callum Elder. Sangare into Sturyu and Cancelo. Wilkes does well. I've only made that one change so far, so I do have that in my back pocket to be able to bring on extra fresh legs in this second half. Vinicius Junior out wide to Ferland Mendy, again getting forward from left back. I tried to steal it off him with Joao Cancelo and pressed a little bit too high with my right back. I'm quite happy for Ferland Mendy to deliver it. I feel confident enough of being able to deal with crosses, and Onana deals with it comfortably enough. Now, we have only made one substitution so far in this game, which will hopefully play in our hands. I will look to make 2 more at half-time and extra time to try and hopefully get the edge with those fresh legs. Now, Carlos Potter's onside here, and Tavares might just have cost his side the game. But the defender gets a block on it. And now they could be winning the game at the other end. And Tavares, it's not Tavares at the back post, is it? I thought for a minute Tavares was the man that was gallivanting forward there at the back stick. Garcia Villa, that's not where that clearance was supposed to go, thank you. And on his own, Collie, but wide. Was he onside? I don't know whether he was onside or not. I imagine so, otherwise presumably a free kick would have been given. Jesus Christ, that was tense. I had no idea what was going to happen there with him at the near post. Thankfully, he's kicked it wide. Right, Wilkes is starting to tire, as is Cancelo at right back, to be fair. Neto or Sigankov. Neto, it has to be after his performance last time he came off the bench. Now, do I take Cancelo off as he's tired now? He has been out of position a couple of times, but is Bayard good enough to fill that? I'm going to bring Pellegrini on. I just need the extra pace, I think, and the fresh legs. Right, that's my 3 changes. Wallace, Neto and Pellegrini, all on the right-hand side of the field, so hopefully they can make the impact on that side and try and get past Ferland Mendy, which has been our more successful avenue of attack, despite Tavares' forward momentum, as you can see there. And it actually hasn't caught him out once yet so far, not with any sort of punishment anyway. Lo Spotter was in behind him a moment ago, wasn't he? But unfortunately couldn't find the shot past the defender that was in front of him. Lautaro is going to need support here, and it's good footwork from him. Actually, Wallace could be found, but as I turn, Longley steals it away from me, but Pellegrini's there to win it back again. And now here's Rob Wallace, looking for Barnett, finding him well. We'll go back looking for Rob Wallace. Can he get to that head of Ferland Mendy? He can. Can he get to that head of the goalkeeper? No, he can't. 7 minutes to go between us and a penalty shootout in the Champions League final. I predicted pens. I didn't want it to happen because it's so unknown. So unknown. You cannot say, oh, we'll definitely win it on penalties if it goes that far, or Real Madrid would definitely win it on penalties if it goes that far. There's no way to tell. It's just a complete and utter lottery. Here's Tavares. Might not have to go that far, but I'd rather go to pens than lose it at the end of 120 minutes. Here's Takefusa Kubo. And Garcia Valle, can he win that extra header? Oh, kind of controlled it on his back. Kubo into the middle again. No! Mason Mount is offside! Wow! With practically the last kick of the game, or last touch of the game as it comes off his head, VAR comes to my rescue. I didn't see it. Well, the linesman must have done. But you think in real life that would have gone to VAR. And now, with what could be the final kick of the game, Pellegrini will look for Barnett, who spins the defender, not once, but twice. It falls to Lautaro, it falls to Keane-Lewis Potter. No, it doesn't. Lenglet gets the block on it. It is to be penalties against Real Madrid in the Champions League final. Christ alive, what a game. They have the ball in the back of the net with seconds to go and it doesn't count. And if I could have just found that round the corner to Keane-Lewis Potter, we could have had a Jamie Shackleton-esque moment in the Champions League. But it's not to be. It's penalties. And, well, they have better penalty takers than us, but it's not by much. Not by much. Lautaro Martinez to start us off then. I'm going to go for that bottom left. And it's tucked away nicely. A good, confident start. Collie, who came off the bench, came very close. Puts the penalty even more in the corner than Lautaro. Neto will go for top right. I'll have to time it well. And we have done. And that was very top right. Brilliant penalty. Now, will Vinicius go the same way as I did? Like, oh, his teammate did. No. Panenka into the bottom corner. Pellegrini off the bench, the left back. I'm just going to drill it down the middle. I don't fancy he's finishing into either of the corners. And it's into the back of the net. 3 from 3 for us. Federico Valverde for Real Madrid. Saved by Anana! Scream his name, Sangare. Not the best of finishers. Buried in the bottom corner with 4-3 up. If Anana saves this against Kubo, who came off the bench, we win the Champions League. Oh, we win the Champions League! It's hit the post! Onana doesn't need to save it. Oh, I was so dejected because I thought it was going in. And then it hit the post. He's come all the way to celebrate with me, Onana. Oh, my God. There's a button falling. I thought a button had come off me jacket. I thought I'd celebrated so hard. We win the Champions League. Hull City win the Champions League. The beginnings of the new background, by the way, being set up. I've got all of my shirts to my right hand side. I maybe will show you a picture on Twitter of what's coming together for the new backup, or new background even, when we get rid of the green screen. But for now, we can just enjoy winning. Wow, as if it came to pass. I said 1-1, but draw at 90, draw at 120, and Hull City on penalties. Onana with a great save, and then Kubo. He will never live that down. That will haunt him for years. Hitting the post with a Panenka penalty. Why try a Panenka when you need to score to stay in it? And Champions League does have multiple different coloured tassels on it. Oh, Keane-Lewis Potter was still on the field to be able to lift this trophy as well. Young Garcia Valle has grown brilliantly, but it's going to be... Oh, he could have won it in the last moment as well. I almost wish that we'd won it in that way rather than penalties. But still drama here in the Champions League final as Keane-Lewis Potter lifts another trophy for Hull City. It is a cup double for us this season, but that was not easy. Hull City 2, Real Madrid 2, 4-2 on penalties. Onana, memories indeed, Derek Ray. We leave the Hull City save with great memories of winning the FA Cup, of winning the Champions League. We will head to Spain to take Mallorca on, hopefully, a similar style journey. Although we won't be winning the FA Cup with Mallorca, but hopefully the Copa del Rey at some point. that will be all for this part of the video. We will, of course, round out the season at the end of the video and the end of this series, as we always do. But one more lift of the trophy, and it's time to head to the end of the season to have a look at how things panned out in this season and in this save. Oh, there's a bit pixely, isn't it? With the shadow there. Regardless, the Champions League final still looks, or Champions League trophy still looks great, as does that graphic. Hull City, UEFA Champions League champions. That'll do. Here we are at the end of the season and the end of the save. You can see from the league table that we finished third this year. We'll have a look at all of the competitions we were involved in, have a look at the other larger competitions around Europe, and of course have a closer look at the squad and our career here at Hull, and reflect on what we've been able to achieve and in some cases not achieve. You can see briefly here that Lautaro Martinez, again, a Hull City player, shares the golden boot in the Premier League. I don't think I've ever had that happen like 3 or 4 years in a row. It's pretty mad. It'd be 3 years in a row, wouldn't it? Because this is our 3rd year in the Premier League. I think 3rd year in the Premier League, and it's happened on every single occasion, if I'm not mistaken. So the competitions we were involved in this year, of course, we finished 3rd, as you saw, in the Premier League. 4 points off the title in the end. Chelsea with 85 sat there between ourselves and Manchester City. Liverpool got 4th ahead of Arsenal by a point. At the bottom, relegated were Leeds United, who really were not cut out for this level this season. Crystal Palace and West Brom on goal difference. We had a rather dramatic season finale with stuff going down to the wire at the top and the bottom. And if either of the top two had, well, specifically Chelsea had won on the final day, then it could have changed entirely. The FA Community Shield, we won 4-3 on penalties against Hull earlier on this season. Earlier on today, in real life, we won 2-0 against Watford in the FA Cup final. And earlier on this season, we lost by 3 goals to 2. We got to 3 finals this year. We got to the final of every competition we were involved in. But unfortunately, weren't able to do it. In the pre-season cup, Leipzig beat Leicester, but that wasn't important for us. Real Sociedad beat Spurs in the European Super Cup this season. Obviously, in the Champions League, we've just won out victorious against Real Madrid. And in the Europa League, Betis have won by a goal to 0 against Saint-Etienne in the World Cup, which is about to start. Let's have a look what the groups look like. Germany, Bulgaria, Mexico, Paraguay. You'd say Germany and Mexico would get through there. I missed Group A. Portugal, Italy, Ireland, Uruguay. That's a tough group. Portugal, Italy, and Uruguay all very strong. Ireland got their work cut out to not finish bottom in that group. England, Greece, Australia, and Colombia. You'd say England and Colombia to go through there. In Group D, Argentina, Denmark, Romania, India. Probably the Argentines and the Danes would progress from that group. Congratulations to India for getting to a World Cup finals, though. France, Czech Republic, Slovenia, and South Africa. Probably be quite close between the Czech Republic and Slovenia to get through in 2nd place, but current in real life champions France, you would expect to get through that group. Spain, Hungary, Canada, and the Ivory Coast. Probably Spain and the Ivory Coast in that group. In Group G, the Netherlands, Austria, China, and Cameroon. Netherlands and Austria, or Netherlands and Cameroon there for me. And Brazil, Belgium, Switzerland, and Egypt. And certainly you'd say the 2 Bs would get through from Group H. But, I mean, I might advance into the next season just to show you who wins the World Cup after we've done the very end of our roundup here. With regards to player stats, you saw a moment ago that Lautaro Martinez, with 30, to be fair, he should win it because he got it in less games. Not points per game, but the average of goals per game ratio should win it for Lautaro Martinez outright ahead of Jonathan David. Charlie Barnett had 18, and any other Hull players, Lewis Potter with 12, and Malik Wilkes with 10. With regards to assists, Martinez with 15. What a season for Lautaro. Barnett with 10. Lewis Potter with 7. Is Wilkes on here as well? Sangare with 5. And Wilkes is on here with 5 also. Clean sheet wise, Anana with just 8 in 15 games. Although we did only replace him in January. If he had replicated that form in the other, basically double it, 30 games would be close to what was played by the rest. And that would have been 16. So maybe he'd have got the Golden Glove if we'd have had him from the summer. No, unfortunately, our other goalkeeper was not on the clean sheet list. Galazzi not able to get... Well, it probably wouldn't include him on the list anyway, would it? Unfortunately, because it doesn't track stats that way. Disciplinary record, we're not that bothered about. We never really tend to look at that. Let's have a look at the other larger leagues around Europe and, of course, everything else in England. Brighton and Leicester win automatic promotion from the Championship, both scoring over 100 points. Sheffield United, Nottingham Forest, Blackburn and Norwich will fight it out to get back to the Premier League. Keep your eyes peeled as we scroll through for your team that you support as we move through these leagues. Blackpool, Portsmouth and Crewe Alexandra relegated from the Championship. Crewe done well to get back to Championship level, to be fair. Cardiff and Charlton are back at Championship level as well, with Luton, Doncaster, Oxford and Peterborough in the playoffs. Hopefully, Luton have a rivalry with Cambridge. Oxford have a rivalry with Cambridge. Peterborough have a rivalry with Cambridge. So hopefully Doncaster won those playoffs. Christ, that's not good for Cambridge fans at all. Walsall, Bolton, Ipswich relegated to League 2 and Swindon down to League 2 next season as well. Mansfield, Bradford and Burton all get automatic promotion back up to League 1 with Southend, Gillingham, Crawley and Plymouth in the playoffs. Cambridge just outside by 4 points, miss out on a playoff spot for the second time in our 6 seasons here at Hull City. And at the bottom of the table it was Morecambe and Harrogate Town. In France, Paris Saint-Germain with 103 points, walking the league ahead of Monaco, Lyon and Saint-Etienne. In Germany, it's Bayern from Dortmund by 4 points from Leverkusen and Hertha Berlin, Leipzig and Schalke in 5th and 6th. Schalke certainly recovered from real life, it seems, in this save. Napoli wins Serie A ahead of Inter, who only finished 2nd ahead of Inter Milan on goal difference. Juventus only 2nd, AC in 4th, Roma 5th, Bologna 6th, Fiorentina down in 10th, Lazio only 14th. Yikes. And in Spain, just quickly, Ajax win the league. In the Netherlands, no real surprises there. The SPL, Rangers from Celtic by 3 points. And in La Liga, Real Madrid by 4 from Barcelona and Atletico Madrid on goal difference. Or head-to-head in Spain first, isn't it? Valencia in 4th. Mallorca, they are back in La Liga in this save. They finished 15th. I wish I could see, again, stat tracking, history tracking is what I'd love to have in Karima, because if it was FM, I could just click on Mallorca and I could see their, everything that happened to them throughout the course of the save. Unfortunately, not able to do that, but they're back in La Liga, and that is what we will aim to do with them, is to get them back in La Liga. In real life, they were, last time I checked, top of the Segunda Liga, but I don't know if they still are. Let's have a look. Table. Mallorca are still top of the Segunda Liga by 2 points from Espanyol and a further 3 from Almeria and Leganés. So they're having a great season IRL, but whether we can replicate that in-game, I'm not sure. What the board wanted from us this year was quite a lot, but we were able to follow through with a lot of it. In youth development, we didn't do that, but brand exposure, we kept 5 clean sheets, we kept 14 in total, and signed a veteran player. We ticked that this season. Financially, we were able to raise the club's worth by 20%, probably considerably more. We wanted to finish top 4, we did that. Win the FA Cup, we did that. Reach the final of the Champions League, we most certainly did that, and won it too. So the board love us right now, rather understandably so. Let's have a quick look then at the squad hub to see who's grown and who won what with regards... Oh, I've pulled my controller out my console. That's not necessarily gone well. Anana stayed at 88 rated since joining us, so hasn't grown at all at 30 years of age since coming into the club. George Long has grown to 80, was it? Yes, up 1 to 80 rated. Erberg out on loan has gone up 3. Callum Elders up 2 to 87. Pellegrini up 2 to 85. A little bit of growth for Fleming. Sturyu up another 4 to 92. Certainly one of the world's best at 24 years of age. Garcia Villa up 7 this season alone. Has potential to be special. He already is in our eyes at 20 years of age, 86 rated, and an absolute stormer. Josko Fardiol up 1 to 81. Felix Davis up 1 as well. Greaves up 1. Gray up 1. Joao Cancelo, no growth for him, but probably crucially no decline either at 32. Bayar, no growth for him. Unfortunately, Sangari's up 2 to 89. Curtis Jones also up 2 to 84. Ewing, I don't think played for me at all, did he, this season? Oh, one appearance in the Premier League off the bench and got 6.2. Well done, son. Rob Wallace up 1 to 84. Jimmy Madison also growing by 1. He's now got 3 weeks until his return. Dave Gunn hasn't grown on loan at Boa Vista at all, unfortunately. Victor Sigankov up 1. Jack Barr, no growth for him at Sporting. Lewis Potter up 3 to 93, matching our top rating with Malik Wilkes on the other side. Pedro Neto, 85 up 1. Malik Wilkes up 3 to 93 as well. Charlie Bunnett up 2 to 91. And Lautaro now at 92. I think that might well have happened after the Champions League final. So with regards to stats and goal scorers, Lautaro Martinez is our top goal scorer in the Premier League and all competitions as well with 37. Charlie Barnett with 35 in all competitions. Malik Wilkes with 19, as well as Keane Lewis Potter and Malik Wilkes both offering the same return of 19 goals, 10 assists from their 60-plus games. 60-plus games! Charlie Barnett played 67 games for us this year in all competitions, including the 3 in pre-season, but 67 games in one season is ridiculous. 13 Champions League ties, 38 in the Premier League, 6 in the Carabao Cup, 6 in the FA Cup, 1 in the Community Shield. He literally played every single game, I think. No, he couldn't have played every single game, surely. We played more than 6. Did we play more than 6 in the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup? No, maybe not. I think he may well have played every single game. And he is our highest goal contributor with a total of 61 in 67, whereas Martinez only has 58 in 54. But to be fair, if you were to do goal contributions per game, then Martinez edges it, 58 in 54 with 61 in 67 there, and of course 29 in 64 and 29 in 61 for Lewis Potter. Madison with 6 goals, 8 assists was very pleasing as well. Rob Wallace chipping in. Similarly, Victor Sigankov with 10 contributions in 26 games is not a bad return at all. Neto with 7 in 22, one of which was a very, very good goal towards the end of the season on his right foot against Tottenham in extra time. Thank you very much. Curtis Jones with 9 assists from midfield. Fair play to him. 10 games started in the Champions League. 2 goals, 5 assists is very decent indeed, including, of course, a goal in the final today. Joao Cancelo with 2 goals, 1. Garcia with a goal. Ibrahim Sangare got 9 assists all told in all competitions this year. Very happy with the squad that we built. Very happy with the players that stayed with us all the way through from Season 1. Those being Lewis Potter and Malik Wilkes. Charlie Barnett, I can't recall when we got him, but certainly he's been with us for a long time. Callum Elder's been with us all the way through as well. I think it's just those 3. Oh, and George Long, of course. So George Long, Callum Elder, Lewis Potter and Malik Wilkes with us all the way through from Season 1. And Greaves as well, and Fleming, but they weren't too heavily involved. Fleming, to be fair, had a number of games to play on our rise up through the leagues. But when we reached the very upper echelon, he just didn't quite cut the mustard, unfortunately. That's where Pellegrini came in. I can't recall when we signed Charlie Barnett. You guys will be able to let me know in the comments section for sure. So our career history. In this save, we have won 2 titles. 2 league titles. 2 league titles? Oh, it must have been League One, wasn't it? And won the Premier League as well. 2 domestic cups won. The 2 domestic cups? We won the FA Cup. We haven't won... What's the other domestic cup we won? We've won the FA Cup once. We lost in the Carabao Cup final and lost in the other FA Cup final. What's the other... Did we win? We didn't win the FA Trophy, did we? I'll have to double check as we move through the seasons. Continental Cups won 1, unless the league title... No, the league title can't count as domestic. I am confused. Our biggest win was a 6-0 over Southampton in May 2024. We also got 6-1 against Doncaster in the Cup, I recall. Our biggest defeat was 4-1 against Leeds in August of 2021, right at the very beginning of the save in Season 2, when we just come up to the Championship and Leeds had just come down. Our overall club record is 330 games played, 197 wins. Kind of sad that I didn't get to 200. 55 draws and 78 losses. You guys will be able to do some quick maths and let me know the percentage, my win percentage there. Goals for, 603. Goals against, 352. So a goal difference of plus 251. which is quite decent. So let's start at the beginning then. Win the league title, league objective assured. We won League One. We did win the Papa John's Trophy in Season 1. That's where the second domestic cup was. I didn't think we won that. I couldn't recall. It was ages ago in real life. Well done us. In Season 1, we won League 1 and the Papa John's Trophy. That's the first time I think I've ever won that trophy or that competition on any video game ever. Be it Football Manager or FIFA. In the next season, we finished... Where did we finish in the Championship? 7th in the Championship in Season 2. 7th in the Championship with our highest transfer fee received of 2.1 million for Louis Coyle. In the next season, they want us to win the Championship. We finished 2nd, weren't able to win it, but did get ourselves promoted. The next season, we wanted to finish mid-table, and we were able to finish 8th, which is top half of the table, let alone mid-table. Got to the final of the FA Cup and lost it in Season 4, unfortunately. In Season 5, we were able to win the Premier League with 31 wins in our 45 games in all competitions and a goal difference of plus 53. Got to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup and the 3rd round replay only of the FA Cup. And this season, of course, Champions League winner, Community Shield winner, FA Cup winner, Carabao Cup, 2nd. Balls. And then obviously only 3rd in the Premier League, unfortunately, but certainly our most successful season. And one of the most successful saves we've had on the channel, to be fair, coming from League 1 level. Really pleased with it. I've enjoyed being Hull City manager, to be honest, and it's been a hell of a journey as well. Getting up from League 1 first season, but then not getting out the Championship with back-to-back promotions added a little bit of extra story, a bit of extra drama to this series, and then taking 3 years to go up through the table into the Champions League and then winning it. Obviously winning the Premier League in our 2nd season. Slightly unrealistic, but it's FIFA, not Football Manager or real life, so you have to kind of accept things like that, unfortunately, sometimes. And I will advance now till the very end of the season and go into the next season so that we can see who wins the World Cup. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this save. I've very much enjoyed it, as I say. And hopefully you guys will join me and are looking forward to the Mallorca save, which will start very soon. Like I say, I'm not yet sure when I'm going to start it. I'm still, as of recording this video, waiting for the shirt to arrive. So if the shirt hasn't arrived by Sunday morning, then I will record. Or if the shirt doesn't arrive Sunday at all, I'll probably... If the shirt doesn't arrive Saturday at all, I'll record it Saturday evening and get it up for you for Sunday lunchtime. Episode 1. If the shirt arrives, then I'll get it out to you earlier. If the shirt hasn't arrived, then probably Sunday, maybe Monday. I haven't yet decided how we're going to work it. But for now, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this save. Hopefully you're looking forward to Mallorca, and hopefully whilst I waffle on, the game will actually load the new season in the background, which it finally has done. Thank you very much. Now then, who won the World Cup? Talk to me. Tell us. Load. Thank you. FIFA World Cup is still ongoing. It's still in the group stages. Okay, well, let's advance a little further. The final's normally mid-month. Let's advance to the 22nd. Well, what pre-season group? Juventus, Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid. Christ, what a pre-season tournament we chose for ourselves there. That's ridiculous. I don't think I've ever seen a pre-season tournament be that difficult before. Juventus, a 1-1 draw. Barcelona, a 3-0 win. Hello. And Atletico Madrid, a 3-1 win. And Seattle Sounders, well, a 3-0 win. And Sao Paulo, a 3-2 win. We win the pre-season tournament. Yay us. Right. Yeah, and that was like final. Hang on. Yeah, that's the Community Shield. Right. World Cup. Who won the FIFA World Cup? Brazil! Brasileira win the FIFA World, I said FA Cup then, that win the FIFA World Cup by 4-2 over Portugal. Neymar beats Ronaldo, although to be fair, by this stage, Ronaldo's probably retired, unless he does a Zlatan. Third place playoff was France versus Germany by a cost. In fact, let's do it the other way, shall we? Portugal advanced from their group. Italy second as we expected, and Ireland didn't manage to stay anywhere other than bottom. Germany and Paraguay progressed from Group B. Mexico only third. England and Greece through there. Colombia only with the 1 point. Argentina and Romania. I thought Denmark would get through there. France and the Czech Republic ahead of Slovenia and South Africa. Spain and Canada getting through to the knockout stages of the World Cup. Ivory Coast and Hungary out. Netherlands, Austria ahead of Cameroon and China bottom. Brazil, Switzerland, Pep Belgium on goal difference to get through Group H. In the round of 16, Portugal 4, Paraguay 1, England 2, Romania 1, France 2, Canada 0, Netherlands 0, Switzerland 2, Germany 2, Italy 0, Argentina 2, Greece 0, Spain 1, Czech Republic 0, and Brazil get through with a 1-0 win against Austria. Portugal then knock England out, yuck. France win on penalties against Switzerland. What is it with France and playing French-speaking nations? Obviously, there's an area in Canada and Quebec where they speak French, and then in Switzerland they speak French and German in parts as well, of course. Germany, Argentina, big ties. Spain, Brazil, Germany, Argentina, and Portugal, England, all ending by 2-1. In the semis, Brazil, Germany, not an embarrassment for Brazil this time. 4-3 on pens, 1-0 Portugal against France, who then lost to Germany in the third place playoff, and then, as we saw, Portugal 2, Brazil 4 in a World Cup final. That was probably a hell of a World Cup final. I almost wish we would have been able to watch it somehow. That will bring this Hull City save to an end. Thank you very much for your support all the way throughout. Make sure you hit that subscribe button with a notification bell tick so you don't miss out on that Mallorca series when it starts. Hopefully looking forward to it. We already know what's going to happen after the Mallorca series with the youth-only career mode back in England in League 2. Not with Cambridge United, probably with Barrow. But we'll wait and see what happens there. But hopefully I'll have another shirt to add to my collection in the next 48 hours so I can get that first episode recorded with the shirt. But if not, I will get the video recorded without the shirt rather than delaying the series any further than I need to. And Mallorca will start either at the end of the weekend or at the beginning of the week. But that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Really appreciate the support, as ever, like I say. And hopefully, you guys will be with me for Mallorca as well. That's all for now. I'll show you some pictures of what's going on in the office as well. Like a kind of work in progress. And I'll do that on Twitter. So make sure you follow me there. And, of course, follow me on Twitch for Streamer Showdown and more Football Manager. But for now, cheers, lads. I'll see you later.